Let me ask you a question now, talking about the people you invest in. What's one thing that they need to do when it comes to, or one kind of thought process they need to get to determine if they need the not only the equity infusion, but the network and the idea infusion, right? So what's one area, like that one moment that they have to either decide, yes, I'm going to give up 1 to 9% of my company and open up this whole nother lane and world, or
Yep.
I'm going to just kind of keep doing it the same way I'm doing it. What's that one thing that shifts them to the, I'm going to give up 1 to 9% of my company because I know having a smaller piece but opening up my network goes so much further. What's that one moment for them?
I would look at sales velocity as the number one question, as the arbiter of that decision. If they have found customers and they are like acquiring customers and like revenue is growing, call it 20 to 40% early on, just showing that some early traction, I would say that they could take on capital to accelerate that process.
Yeah.
So that's one. It's like, we have something that works. Let's increase what's working.
Yeah.
With access, a lot of these startups are trying to just get their foot in the door and get their first 10 customers. That's where I've actually not, and I've either, depending on what the founder needed, I would say like, look, it doesn't seem you need the money yet, but it does seem you need access. And there's a whole advisory network that these founders, it's like the advisory playbook, right? You talk to like 10 super well-connected companies. The founder typically gives them 10 basis points of equity, maybe 25 basis points of equity, and they get access to those advisors. You're on the advisory board, you help them with introductions. It's not about the capital, it's about the access so that they can get their first 10 customers.
Yeah.
That's where the advisory playbook is much more useful, in my opinion. I'm doing this with a really exciting company called Statisfy, which is basically building large language models for customer success. So I'm an advisor for them. The founder threw me some shares. He's also he's picked some really amazing advisors, like the head of customer success at LinkedIn. None of us have invested capital, but we do have a vested interest to help this founder, Munish Gandhi, just like think about the product and talk to the right people, without sacrificing or giving up much equity at all. 10 basis points is fairly, a fairly standard number.
Yeah.
You could have 10 advisors for just 1% of your company. That could really help you get your first 20 customers.
Yeah. That's amazing. I love that. All right. Thank you for that.